Hello guys, welcome to World Ventures. In this video, we are going to unbox ESP32 development board. ESP32 itself is not a development board. ESP32 is a chipset designed by Expressive Systems, and there are other companies which have designed a microcontroller board or a development board based on that chipset, which is mostly used if you are a hobbyist or if you are prototyping. Then in most cases you will start by using a development board, and when you are done with your all prototyping and you move on to make a final product, then you use the chipset to reduce the size of your project. Now let's move on to unboxing. Later we will discuss some specifications.
So let's start with the unboxing. This is the package I have received. Let me open it. So this is how the packaging looks. It is pretty neat, but I'm wondering why it's not taped. It's open. So when you open the box, is here you see a thank you card. We'll keep this aside. Let's see. Okay, these are few components for my future projects. This is a IR receiver. These are some touch modules along with the IC. I am not revealing what the IC is now. And this is the main component. It's an ESP32. Let's open it. Okay. See, this is an ESP32 dev kit V1. It's here's a USB port. This will be used for programming this board. Here are two buttons. This one is for resetting, and then this is for flashing with this circuit with the programs.
Okay, so now let's see some technical specifications of this board. Here I am holding it. Let it focus. Okay, so here is the USB port, micro USB port, which will be used to power up this board as well as upload the our program onto this module. On this module, underneath this shield, there is the main ESP32 chipset as well as the necessary flash IC, means memory IC, as well as the timing crystals, etc. All this stuff is there inside this cage. This cage blocks outside frequencies which might disturb our radio connectivity, as this board has a built-in Wi-Fi as well as Bluetooth. Now this board has 34 GPIO pins, which you can program to set that pins as input as well as output. The main thing that you have to keep in mind is you cannot use a pin as an input as well as an output at same time. You can use that pin as an input or as an output. You have to do that in program that we will see in our upcoming videos how to do that. For now we are just discussing the hardware. This board has the chipset ESP32 chipset, which has three main cores. One is ultra low power core, which is not used generally. There are two usable cores, core 0 and core 1. Core 1 is handles all the connectivity tasks, which sees after the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, etc., all that stuff, which will, so that it will not disturb our rest of our code. And the program that we upload on the chip is run on core 1, so it is different from all the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth stuff. Both the tasks don't interfere each other, they can run simultaneously. We will see in our future videos how we can change the core settings, how we can force some functions to run on specific core. We will see that later in our future videos. But this has a 32-bit processor, and also has 4 MB store. The board that I have got has 4 MB flash storage on it. There are other versions which comes with 8 MB as well as 16 MB of flash memory. But trust me, you don't need that much unless you are planning something really big. You The 4 MB storage is more than enough in most cases. We will Now we will discuss some applications of this board. Now, as this board has built-in Wi-Fi and Bluetooth connectivity, we can use this in some home automations, remote monitoring stations, which we can attach a sensors to its GPIO pin and make a program to read the values of the sensor and upload it to some our own application or some web dashboard to know some air quality index or some temperature or humidity, that etc stuff. We can also use this for radio communication. We will see it in our future videos how we can use multiple of these boards and communicate with each other. We can use this in radio controlled radio control cars, our receiver and transmitter for drones, etc. And we will also see how we can communicate via our voice, basically a walkie-talkie. How we can use this board to make our own walkie-talkie. Stay tuned for that video. In our next video, we are going to see how to set up our system to program this board. The first thing that we will do is install the drivers based on what chipset our board has. Then set up a IDE that we will use to write code and compile it and upload out to our board. Uh, there are basically two IDs, that more than two, but most famous IDs are two. That are Arduino IDE and Platform IO. Arduino IDE, most of the people use Arduino IDE to program these boards, but trust me, Arduino IDE is not the best IDE. It is full of lags. Sometimes you write code and compile it, it's not working. Then you close the IDE and reopen it, and magically it's working again. You did nothing, but it is working. Don't know why. So, and sometimes when you open serial monitor, the IDE crashes, it freezes, you can't do anything, so you have to force quit. So that all stuff happens with Arduino IDE. So we will use a VS Code with some extensions that are platform IO extensions to program this board. We will see how to install VS Code, how to install the platform IO extension onto it, how to set up our platform IO to program these boards, uh, and that all stuff we are going to see in next video. Stay tuned for that. Bye bye. Thank you.